I am live. Hi, everyone. I'm here early so I can make sure that everything is a-okay. Get ready, get your mats, and we'll be starting shortly at the top of the hour. But I just got to make sure you can see everything. So come on in, get your mat. All you need is your mat, comfy clothes, your hydration, and we'll be getting started in 2 minutes. But I know that the live here takes a little bit to warm up. So Kathy Bettis here, your wellness coach, and this is your clinic, your yoga clinic for Sun Salutation B. So we'll get started in 2 minutes. Okay, so get your hydration and make sure that you are in comfy clothes. Yeah. You'll make sure that you have everything you need. I didn't know how this was going to work because the camera is a little bit different from when I'm using Zoom. So I didn't want to screw around. All right, 1 minute, 30 seconds, and we'll get started. Yay. Okay. We're going to start on the ground. So even better, right? 20 seconds. Get ready. Get ready. I'm a stickler for time, so that's why. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're live. I know we're live. We've been live for 2 minutes. Hi, everyone. Kathy Bettis here, your wellness coach. And this is your monthly end of the month. I know it's the day before the end of the month, but I will be gone all day tomorrow. So I get to do it today. So I have these yoga clinics, okay, once a month at the end of the month, okay? So I can definitely put in the description the different clinics we've had so far. The first one, definitely, you always do want to check that one out. It's the first one of the clinics, and it's all about dual actions. And so it's about how your body can be safe whenever you're practicing, whether it's yoga or any other type of fitness exercise and or just functional fitness, right? So we will be going through, okay, today, Sun Salutation B. All right, so last month we hit Sun Salutation A, we went through that. Now we're going through Sun Salutation B. And if you're familiar at all with my different playlists, you know that I like to start with what we call the positive quotient repetitions or PQ reps. And yes, yoga is all about mindfulness and it's a movement practice, breath to a movement, right? And I know that being mindful comes in different formats. And so I really want us to drop into the positive quotient repetitions before we get started, because I want you to understand that you can find, okay, your calm, you can find your ease and flow in different ways. And PQ reps, as they're called, are just how you can do that as well. So, however you're going to start, I happen to be on the ground for a reason. So feel free to be on the bed, be on a couch, lay down, sit up, doesn't matter. We will be going into our PQ reps right now. So I do ask you though, if you feel safe, only if you feel safe, go ahead and close your eyes and grow your tallest spine. So just elongate your spine, okay? And again, it doesn't matter if you are standing, sitting, laying down. What I want you to do is I want you to take 2 fingertips and rub the fingertips together with such intention that you can feel the fingertip ridges. What sensations do you feel? Only wonder about the sensations. Now, go ahead and bring your palms together. And with such attention, once again, go ahead and rub those fingertips together with set intention that you once again can feel your fingertip ridges. Go ahead and move each hand down or fingertips down the other hand. What do you feel? What do you notice? Do you feel the friction that you're creating? The warmth? Now go ahead and concentrate on your breath, not changing it, noticing it. What sensations are you feeling in your body from your breath? And when you're ready, go ahead. Let's open our eyes by blinking. So yes, that is what we call positive quotient repetitions or PQ reps. So if you want to learn more about that, hit me up in the DMs, okay? Or in the comments. What is PQ reps and where do they come from? I can tell you more. So today, again, this is a clinic for yoga, okay? And previously we learned, and again, this is more for people who are new to yoga, okay? You're yoga curious. I am a instructor of yoga, so I am okay to teach you this. Um, I want to let you really grow into um, keeping your body safe. These are all the type of clinics I wish I would have known about and had gone to when I first got interested in yoga. So, again, the first video of this playlist, it's called Dual Actions, and it's all about actually keeping your joints safe, okay, for any mobility. And I really want you to go see that after you've checked this out. Okay, so with that said, sun salutations are part of yoga. They are foundational poses, and you will see them pretty much in all different yoga flows. Last month, right, we started with sun salutation A. Today, we're going to work on Sun Salutation B, and we're going to take you, or rather, I'm going to show you, okay, and you can move along with me, what a modification looks like of the sequence. And then the modifications keep getting less and less until which time we end up with a traditional version of Sun Salutation B. We're going to go through 4 rounds. Now, 4 rounds doesn't sound like a lot, but within those 4 rounds, we have 18, I believe, 18 or 19 poses. And so you have 2 sides too. So just remember, whenever you get tired, okay, because you might be tired after the first round, I want you to get into child's pose. So child's pose is you can be on your knees, okay? You put your feet down. You sit your bum back, okay, on your tush sits back on your feet. And then this, you bring your body down, your torso, right? And then this is child's pose. Okay, if I didn't have a hat on, it'd be a little bit easier, but you can also put your arms behind you if you're that tired, and then your head would go flat on your forehead would go on the floor. We also have Y-legged child's pose. Okay, so you would go ahead and put your same idea. You're going to bring your bum back, but your toes touch. Then you bring your bum back onto them. And then the same thing. You're going to have your arms out, and then you're going to be in child's pose. Again, this is just wide-legged child's pose. Why do I bring that up? Because again, if you get tired at any point, I don't want you to hurt yourself, and I want you to rest. It is a-okay at any time, whether you're in a live yoga practice with someone or you're practicing on your own, right? Always understand this is your practice and you get to keep safe, and you definitely don't want to hurt yourself. When you get fatigued, that's when you end up with injuries. So never any shame in taking a few moments and getting into child's pose, and then you pick up when you're ready. Okay. So now we will start with our Sun Salutation B. Now remember, again, we're going through 4 rounds, but 4 rounds, double that because we have 2 sides. Okay, so what we do on one leg, we get to do on the other leg, right? So technically, we have a lot of rounds, is all I'm going to say. But we have 4 rounds. And just remember that 4 rounds, actually, you would double that. Okay, because again, we have 2 sides. So Sun Salutation B, what I want you to do throughout this whole time, and I'm going to keep reminding you of it, is that I want you to always keep your feet hip width apart. Now, hip width is not this. Hip width is actually where your bones are. The hip bones are right here. So to make sure you're always in that right stance, go ahead and put your 2 fists together. Generously bend your knees and take your fists. I want to make sure you can see me do this between your 2 feet, okay, if you're able. Okay, they should be facing together. That is hip width, okay? This is where your hip bones are, and that's where I want your feet. So anytime during this clinic, your feet should always be facing forward on the same plane, and they should be hip width. With that said, we will get started. Okay, so funny enough, yes, I know we PQ repped. But I love what my mentor in yoga always says, Miss Bryony Smith. We want to embody, okay, like get into our body. So we will stop to start, okay? So once again, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes as long as you feel safe. Close your eyes and we're going to breathe, okay? We're going to inhale through our nose twice, but we'll do it twice, but I want you to breathe, inhale through your nose, and then we're going to sigh out audibly for the exhale, okay? Tall spine, go ahead and inhale, fill up your lungs, and then exhale with a sigh. Really audible. One more time. Inhale through your nose, and exhale. Go ahead, look forward, open your eyes. Sun Salutation B. We're already in the first pose, Tadasana, or mountain pose, okay? Pull those shoulders back. I'm always going to be reminding you of one of the dual actions about the navel in and your front ribs tucked. Okay, I want you to keep the neutral spine. So with that in mind, you're in Tadasana. Your fingertips should be facing down. Second pose is chair. So you're going to go ahead, give your knees a bend, keep bending them until your fingertips touch the floor. And then keeping those knees bent very generously, bring your hands in prayer. This is chair, okay? Your knees should be over your ankles, and you should be able to see pretty much your whole foot, okay? Chair pose. Yes, it's intense, okay? Then we're going to go into Uttanasana, or forward fold. So bring your chest down until they touch your knees, okay? This is modified forward fold, okay? Your hands should be by your feet. Modified, next one is the modified half fold. And I want you to keep the bend in your knees, but put your hands on your shins. The idea is to have a flat back, okay? So look forward, okay? Navel in, ribs knitted, okay? This is half forward fold. Now we're going to go into a plank. Then we're going to put our knees down and then go into baby cobra. Okay. So inhale, exhale, put your hands down. Let's get into plank, feet back. Now you're going to shift forward. Okay. Shift forward, put the knees down, untuck your toes, and we're going to push down to the floor. Okay. Hopefully you can see me. Yes, you can. Down to the floor. Now we're going to go into baby cobra. Go ahead and have your hands kind of out, okay, but underneath your shoulders. You want your fingers, you can put them facing forward, but I have really stiff shoulders, so mine always go more out. But the hands should be underneath your shoulders. Baby cobra is you lifting your chest. Your hands should be able to come up, okay? They are on the floor, but they should be able to come up and your chest stays up. This is baby cobra. Inhale. Then exhale, push off your hands, untuck your toes, or tuck your toes, I should say, and bring your bum back, okay? And then you're going to send your tush up, and now we're going to be in downward facing dog. Now keep a generous bend in your knee, okay? It does not matter if your heels do not touch, all right? I want you to keep a bend in your knee. I'd much rather have you bend your knees and have a flat back, okay? It shouldn't be arched in any way. It should be nice and flat, okay? Now we're going to go into a low lunge. So I want you to bring your right foot a little bit more center. That way you have a better stance. Bring up your left knee, okay, to your chest. Go ahead and shift yourself forward and then bring your left foot forward, okay? Now I don't want you on a tightrope, so I want you to look back and I want you to take your right foot again so that it's hip width, and then your your front foot should be at a right, your knee should be right over your ankle, and I want you to take your knee in the back down to the floor. Okay, so low lunge. So this is low lunge, okay? But I want you to go ahead, inhale, look forward, and then when you exhale, come up and bring your hands to that front top of the thigh, okay, or by your knee. This is low lunge. One of the main objectives of low lunge is to bring up your mula bandha right here. So I want you to think about energetically bringing your feet together. Now they're not going to move, right? But I want you to think about energetically bringing them together. You should feel yourself lift from your pelvic floor. Same with the inner thighs, energetically coming together. You should feel lifted. Okay, so I don't want you dumping. All right, this isn't about shoving. This is about staying straight. Okay, your hips are straight, your feet are straight. Okay, so you should still feel, all right, a nice little stretch right there in that hip flexor. All right, so this is low lunge. Now we're going to go back into downward facing dog, or rather, we're going to go through the vinyasa again, which is plank, and then baby cobra, and then we're going to go to the other side. Okay, so hands come down, you come back into plank, shift forward, knees down, untuck your toes. I want to make sure you can see me. You come down ever so kindly. Make sure that your hands again are underneath your shoulders. Baby cobra. Inhale down. Exhale as you push yourself back onto what could be considered a semi child's pose, right? But now you're going to lift your bum and come back into downward facing dog. Again, keep a bend in your knee. Now we're going to the other side, right? We're going to go lunge with our right foot. So I want you to bring your left foot in a little center so you have more stability. Go ahead and lift that right knee, okay? Protract as much as you can. Then flex and bring your right hand or right foot. Now, it may not get between your hands. Go ahead and put it there with that right hand. That is a-okay. Now go ahead, make sure you're not on a tightrope. Make sure that the left foot is hip width. Okay. Again, the front right knee is going to be right over your ankle. Now bring down that left knee. Okay, again, because this is a lunge. Now I want you to think about, again, not dumping. Okay, you want to go ahead and inhale. And when you exhale, push off the ground and then come into that right lunge. Okay. Now, again, I don't want you doing this. I want you to energetically think about bringing your 2 feet together. You should have automatically felt, okay, that push up. Okay. That's Mula Bandha. Same thing with your inner thighs. Think about them energetically coming together. Okay. This is a strong low lunge. Okay. Low lunge, low lunge. Now we're going to go through our vinyasa again. Hands down, go back into plank, shift forward, knees down, untuck the toes, come down. Okay. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, push up, back into your modified downward facing dog. Okay, again, you don't have to have your feet, heels on, or the heels on the ground. Generous bend in those knees. Look forward. Go ahead and bring your left foot between your hands, then the right. Okay. Then we're going to go into half back. So generous bend in the knees and hands are on the shins for half back. Okay. Half back. Then we go ahead and go to forward fold. Nice forward fold. And keep that bend and go even more because we're coming back into chair. Okay. All right. This is not the easiest pose. Chair poses work. You should feel your navel in. Okay. Navel in, ribs knitted, and then come push through your hands and your feet, or through your feet into the end of the first round. And then we're back into Dasana. Go ahead and give yourself a big round of applause and also get some water because I know I'm going to need it. This is the longer sequence than what it would normally be because of the modifications. And the slower you go, okay, the longer it takes, obviously, but I'm going slow for a reason. I want you to understand what you're doing, okay, how your body moves, because that's going to afford you your spatial IQ to really understand when you are performing this on your own, okay? These modifications, again, you can take on your own. You don't need anyone instructing you to do so. This is the whole point, okay? So now we're going on to round two. Round two, what we're going to change, okay, is we will be going into, no, we can keep baby cobra. We'll keep baby cobra. And then we're going to change up our arms for the low lunge, okay? But I think that's pretty much it because we haven't gotten yet to the fun stuff. All right, so round two of Sun Salutation B. We're in Tadasana, okay? Now, inhale, exhale down, bend those knees, touch the fingertips to the floor. Stay in that bend, chair. Okay, this is chair pose, remember? Now we're going to plank. No, I'm sorry, not plank. I'm going to Uttanasana or forward float. Keep that bend in your knee, okay? Really helps. Chest to your thighs. Then half back. So hands on those shins. Think about your neck trying to elongate. That's the whole point of this. Okay, we're trying to get length. Okay. All right. Now we're going to go into plank and then to baby cobra. So down, hands go into your plank, shift forward, down, knees down, feet untucked, come back down. We're going to go into baby cobra. So lift your chest. Again, hands should be able to come off the floor. Exhale up, push back, and then get into your downward facing dog again. Keep that generous bend in your knee. You should really think about your hands being shoulder width, okay? And those dual actions working for your arms energetically coming together. Now, again, we're going to go into low lunge, okay? And what we're going to change are our arms. So lift or put your right foot, okay, a little bit more center. Bring up your knee, left knee to your chest. So go ahead and shift forward, and your left foot should land between your hands. Make sure you're not on that tightrope. Bring the right knee down, untuck your toes. You can leave them tucked, it doesn't matter. Now, okay, so you're going to inhale, exhale up, okay. Now, once again, we are in our low lunge. So your hands could be here, but the full expression of low lunge is you bring your your arms overhead. And if you can, go ahead with your ribs knitted and your navel tucked. Think about a little bit pulling back, and you should feel now even more of that hip flexor, right? And then if you can, not losing your balance like I just did, go ahead and bring your hands together, look up, come back down, go through our flow. So that is plank, shift, knees, feet, come back down, inhale into baby cobra. Exhale, push back into your modified downward dog. Now we are moving along to our right side into low lunge. So bring that left foot in the center, bring the right knee towards the chest, really protract, then bring that foot forward. If it doesn't get there, put it there with the right hand. Make sure you have that nice right angle with the knee is over your ankle. Bring the left knee down, then inhale, look forward, exhale up. Okay. Again, this is low lunge. Go ahead, bring your arms up if you wish. Again, they can stay here in prayer on their or resting on your thigh, but this is the full expression of low lunge. Okay, arms are up. Go ahead, and if you want, bring the hands together, look up, come back down, plank, shift forward, knees, flip those feet, come down. Now we have baby cobra. Exhale up and into downward facing dog. And go ahead, look forward, left foot, then right. Then we want our flat back, okay, into Uttanasana. Generous bend in those knees if you require it. Then keep those knees bent. Bring your hands into prayer. This is chair, okay? You should be able to see those toes, okay? There should be a lot of weight in your heels. Then inhale, and then exhale, push through those feet up into your Tadasana. You're done with round 2. Get some water if you want. I am. So now, we are now in round 3. You're getting there. We're halfway through now, right? So now round 3, okay, we're gonna change our arms for chair. Can you imagine? Oh my goodness. Yes, we're gonna change our arms for chair. We're now gonna move from baby cobra into cobra, okay? Cobras. Instead of our torso being so close, we're gonna actually push up their hands so that they're straight. We're gonna go to cobra. And then we're going to move from the low lunge. You can stay there if you wish. We're going to move, though, into what we know as crescent or high lunge, okay? So 3rd round, once again, this is about progression. This is about starting from some of the most modifications you can make and then moving up into what we consider a traditional Sun Salutation B, okay? Make sure your feet are on the same plane, okay? Hip width. Go ahead, take those shoulders back. Round 3, Sun Salutation B. Round 3, Sun Salutation B. Here we go. Into Tadasana. All right, we're going to move it a little bit faster now. Bend, exhale down. Okay, so you're touching those tips of those fingers. And now we're in chair. So you can stay with your hands here in prayer or bring them out. Yep, when you extend, you're making it a little bit more difficult, right? Chair, all right. Now go ahead, Uttanasana. So if you want to start relieving the bend in your knee, then I want you to think about sending your bum up, okay? That's what will extend your legs, okay? So Uttanasana. Then go ahead. You can keep your hands for forward fold, half forward fold here on your shins, or you can now take your fingertips to the mat. Make sure they're underneath your shoulders, okay? Again, the idea is to have a flat back though, all right? I don't want you doing this. If that's the case, you keep your hands on your shins. Half back. Now, we're gonna go and plank, but then we're gonna go into what is known as cobra, okay? So bend those knees, plank, shift forward, knees down, feet untucked, come down again. And this time, what I want you to do is your hands are gonna go closer to your lower ribs. Your elbows always stay by your torso though. And then with the inhale, exhale, bring up, push through your hands. Your actually should be lifting so much that not just your torso, but your hips are off the floor. Okay. Think about really looking forward, shoulders nice and back, collarbones are nice and broad, and your shoulder blades are nice and wide. I want you to think about that navel in towards your spine, as well as the ribs knitted. That's going to protect you. Okay. Now, inhale, exhale, send that bum back. Okay. Go ahead, jump into, not jump, but get into your downward facing dog. And at this point, go ahead and see if you can pedal those legs out. Again, if you need to take a child's pose, take a child's pose. But think about trying to see if you can lessen the bend in your knee, but still keep that nice flat back. Again, if your heels don't touch, that is okay. All right. So now we're going into crescent pose, all right, or what you would know as high lunge. So again, go ahead and put that right foot in the middle, more in the middle. Then bring your left knee towards your chest, shift forward, bring that left foot in between those hands. Make sure you're looking back and that you're not on a tightrope. This time, your right foot is going to stay like it's in a high heel, right? So the heel is going to stay lifted over the ball of your foot. I want you to really think about pressing that ball in the ball of the foot into the ground. And now inhale. And with the exhale, you're going to push up. All right. Now we're in crescent. Crescent pose is awesome. So both your feet should be facing forward. Your hips should be facing forward. Everything is facing forward. This is crescent, and it's a doozy. Um, Energetically, your feet want to come together. You're going to feel that mula bandha when you do that. Energetically bring your inner thighs together. You should have grown. You actually should have felt that. You should feel literally like the IT band being stretched. That's what that's supposed to do. Your front knee should be at that 90-degree angle though, right? And I always want you to think about the front knee should always be tracking over that second toe. That's how you know you're in good alignment. So the hand goes here. The hand can go on your hips. The full expression is here. Yes, crescent. All right. If you can, go ahead and bring your hands together. Look up. Now we're going to come down into plank. And if you're getting tired, go into child's pose. Shift forward, feet down, or knees down, feet flat, come back down. Hands should be, again, a little lower. They should be by your ribs or low ribs. Inhale. Exhale, push up into cobra. Again, your elbows should be close to the sides of your body. Go ahead, exhale back and into your downward facing dog. Now, we're going to the right side. Again, rest when you need to. And actually, this is a resting pose, believe it or not, downward facing dog. So stay here as long as you need to, okay, and then catch up. Now, bring your left foot in. You're going to go ahead, bring that right knee to the chest. Go ahead and again, knee to the chest. Go ahead, swing yourself forward. That foot of mine on the right never gets there. So I take my right hand and push it up. Make sure you're not on that tightrope, all right? Make sure that that left ball of the foot is directly underneath the heel. Go ahead and inhale. Make sure that front knee stays bent, and then exhale up into crescent. Once again, really feel your mula bandha. I want you to think about those 2 feet trying to come together energetically. The inner thigh is energetically trying to come closer together. That's what's going to keep you lifted. Notice how I just kind of lost my balance. You can leave your hands here, or the full expression of the pose. Okay, again, yes, you should be feeling it all the way down your left leg. That's the point. And it should feel good. Okay, ribs knitted, navel to your spine. Okay, if you can, look up, clasp your hands down, or clap your hands, then take them down into your plank, knees down. feet down. Go ahead, come down into your cobra, okay? And if you want, you can start to try and shorten that back into a complete flip of your toes so that can come into downward facing dog. We'll really get into that at the last round, okay? Now, go ahead, look towards your hands, left foot, then right. We have our flat back, okay? Then Uttanasana. Go ahead and, again, always have a slight bend in those knees, but if you can, send your tush higher, and that will give you more length. Bend those knees generously. Come into chair, however you wish, with your hands. And then push through your hands, or sorry, through your feet into Tadasana. That was round 3. We have one more round. And I know you're loving it. So, final round. Again, get water whenever you need. Stop whenever you need. Even if you're in a live class, it's okay. We want you to have fun. We want you to be kind to your body. No one wants you passing out or hurting yourself. So it's perfectly okay to go into a child's pose when everyone else is in warrior 1, which is what we're going to get into. So this is your 4th and final round. We're going to now change our arms once again for chair, one more time. We're going to go into upward facing dog, okay? So we're going to go from plank into chaturanga, okay, into upward facing dog, then into downward facing dog. And then instead of crescent pose, we're actually going to go into what is the traditional pose of warrior 1, okay? And the only difference between warrior 1 and crescent is the back foot is slightly turned out, okay? So a little bit more advanced, right? But definitely doable. So looking forward. Again, feet are on the same plane, hip width. Our last round. Here we go. So inhale. Exhale down. Fingers touching the mat. Then keep that bum down. Your hands can go here, here, or the full expression of chair is here by your ears somewhat, okay? Looking down ahead of you. This is chair. Yes, it's meant to be lively. You should see your feet though, okay? Now go ahead, bend into Uttanasana, whatever choice you wish. All right, Uttanasana feels good. Bring that tush up. Then half back half back, fingers or your hands on your shin. Now again, remember, I'm going to go into chaturanga this time and then into upward facing dog. You choose whichever you want, baby cobra, cobra, or you're going to follow me. All right, so hands down, feet come back, chaturanga down. This is chaturanga, plank chaturanga, I should say. Then flip those feet, and now you're in upward facing dog. Okay, your belly button's in, your ribs are knitted, you're really nice and taut in the booty. All right, now take an inhale, exhale, flip those feet, take your bum as high as you can, and then we end up in downward facing dog. Okay, you'll get a chance to redo that so that you can practice on the plank, which is part of the vinyasa. I should have said plank, chaturanga, and then upward facing dog. All right, so now we're going into warrior 1. All right, so this time, again, right foot goes in a little. You're going to go ahead, lift the left knee to your chest, shift forward, left foot comes between those hands. Don't be on a tightrope. Make sure your right foot is plenty hip width. And then, again, if you want to stay in crescent, you can. But if you're going for warrior 1, now is the time to bring your foot up a little, okay, one step, and then turn it again. Not like 45 degrees, but kind of like 30 degrees, all right? But it should be plenty nice and solid. Really think about your pinky edge of your foot digging into the mat. The front knee is still nice and bent right over your ankle. And now with inhale and then exhale up. This is warrior one. Warrior one, you can have your hands here, here. The full expression is here. All right, warrior one, you should definitely be feeling it. Okay, it's your hips are still forward. That's why this is a little bit less comfort, right? Crescent is a wonderful substitute for this pose for that reason. Some people's ankles are really tight. In this case, if you can get there, wonderful. If not, don't worry about it. But this is warrior one. Feels awesome. Yes, it's building some major muscles in your legs. All right, if you can, go ahead, put your hands together, look up, come back down into that vinyasa. Yes, plank is part of the vinyasa. Chaturanga, that's chaturanga. Then flip those feet, upward facing dog. Up you go into downward facing dog. Now we get to go ahead and go into warrior one on the other side. So bring that left foot in more. Pick up your knee to your chest. Go ahead and go forward. Then the right foot should fall between your hands, but if it doesn't get there, like mine never does, put it there. All right. Make sure that your left foot is not behind directly the right, and then spin it down. Again, you can bring it up a little because you need that stable base to come back up. All right. Right knee directly tracking over that second toe. Inhale, then exhale up into what is warrior one. Okay. So again, you should really feel your whole left leg grounded. Okay. That pinky edge side of your foot should be digging into the mat. That's what's giving you your brace. Again, hips are forward, feet, well, at least the front foot is forward, I should say. But everything, all right, is facing forward. Your hands can be here. This is the full expression of the pose, though. Belly button in, ribs knitted. You should really feel elongating in that left leg, okay? Go ahead, bring your hands together, hands to touch, look up. Now we're coming back down, and you have almost done it. So plank, chaturanga, flip those feet, upward facing dog, then downward facing dog. You're almost there, almost there. Go ahead, bring your left foot forward, then the right, half back, Uttanasana, okay? Then bend those knees, tush back, chair pose. One more time. Then push through those feet, arms come down to your side, and that's the last of your Sun Salutation B clinic. Bring your hands into prayer. If it feels right, bring your hands to your center of your third eye and say namaste. And all that means is the light in me honors the light in you. So that was it. I'm so proud of you. Go ahead, leave any comments you want. And next month, we'll be hitting up Sun Salutation C. Until then, take care, take charge. God bless.